My uncle used to work for Beta. He says he's happy he retired. Dude, so actually, I was actually planning to. I almost got to Blizzard actually. Well, because my at UCI we had the video game development club had a very close relationship with Blizzard. Blizzard actually frequents with it. I know I have some club mates that managed to get into Blizzard actually. I did give it a try, but then I just realized like how many Blizzard games was I really actively playing at that time? Not many. So I was like, I just decided to not continue Blizzard my application to Blizzard, because I was like, yeah, if I go there I'm not really gonna do them service because I don't really play their games actively, or nor we're huge fans of them. I would say maybe my best one, what I liked the most was Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne probably is my the closest one, other than I guess I also played Overwatch too. Overwatch also. But yeah, I guess I did dodge a bullet. And yeah, I was also planning to just go into game development, game industry actually. But I kind of said, you know what, I like playing games actually. You know what, playing working or no making video games is also one of my, I guess, the most fun I've had in my computer science career. Playing making video game was actually the most fun coding experience I've had actually. If I had to, not Diablo 2. Okay, I did play Diablo 2 as well, but my issue with Diablo 2 was I didn't have a strong PC at the time, so I only experienced playing Diablo 2 at my cousin's place. Speaking of my cousin's place, oh my god, every summer, I remember when I was in elementary, every summer I always go to my cousin's place. Oh. Yeah, I'm okay. I used to go to my cousins. Not a great childhood experience, dude. My childhood was I mean, I would say we're one of the better off in the Philippines, but at the same time, you know, I had a lot of restrictions to it. But when I was in every summer, I always told my parents like, oh, can I visit my cousin, like stay there. You know what's awesome, because my cousin was one of those, the thing is they had their dad was like an overseas worker. So you know, the thing is, if you know the state of Philippines, it's a third world country, right? And so, you know, getting that dollars, it's a big money. So they had like a huge mansion in Philippines, and I used to love I still love going there, but yeah, well, when I was a kid, I really loved going there because like I could play games all day, bro. Because I gotta tell you, man, playing video games was I had limited hours of playing video games when I was a kid. But it's not just any limited hours. It's like literally, we're talking about grade 1, I only had like 1 hour every week, and that only on the weekends to play video games. And that was the same for I think it just kept increasing by 1 hour every grade. So at like grade 2 in elementary, I got 2 hours, and I think by grade 6 I had 6 hours, right? And so I had very limited hours to play video games, and so and the thing is, it that applies also even during summer. I think maybe summer, I think it might have been doubled, but yeah, I basically had very limited time to video games. So you know, my way of entertainment was like going out. I actually back then I used to go out and play basketball in the morning, because like, all right, well, I can't really play video games, so I'm just like, I guess I gotta be a productive, or not productive, like to hang out with my other friends. So what I did was I went to my friends' places, and you know, we played games in there because I had limited hours of just game time for myself. But unlimited, so that's why I went to my cousin, because they could just play games all freaking day. And you know what's cool, in Philippines we had the PC banks. We call it PC banks. It's similar to Korea's thing. Basically you know, it's a shop, it's a computer shop where you rent a PC for, you know, 1 hour 30 minutes and something, and you play games. And in Philippines we do that. We used to go to the PC shop, and the thing is, my cousin was rich as fuck, dude. So like, you know, their parents would just give us money, and then we're just gonna and then we just like play games in there. The internet cafe, yeah, PC shop, yeah. PC LAN shop, PC shop, internet cafe. Yeah, those are the terminologies that we use. PC bang. Actually, yeah, PC bang is like, that's another terminology. Yeah, and man, those are and that's where you actually like play. That's where I played Dota. I did play CS:GO back then too. There, Warcraft, you know, Command and Conquer Generals, dude. Dude, oh man, that's where we play. But you see, I had limited amount of money, because the thing is, for them, they my parents just, most of the time, you know, why do you need money? You know, we pay for your commute, because you know, someone's we have a driver that kind of brings us to school, and we you know, they cook food for us. So technically, so we didn't really need a lot of money. So like, I don't have a lot of allowance, I guess. And I don't I and I did enjoy, because like that's why every summer I always like going to my cousin's place, because that was just a pretty easy way for me to play more games. No, I didn't get it. I buy my own food back at school. No one cook for me, so I have a lot of allowance. Dan. Yeah, see, that I never experienced like having allowance, like that much allowance. But looking back at it, to a degree, I'm glad I did, but I don't know. I did miss out on some things, like going out. Save money to buy games, eat cheap stuff every day, dude. When I was a kid, I was very I was very I save a lot of money back then when I was a kid, because like Oh, if I got money, I ended up just like, oh, I should save this money, put it in my bank and things like that. I ended up having a lot of savings. I never really got to use it. You know what happened? Back I just ended up having like a pretty stacked up Philippine bank account, and all the money in my Philippine bank account was basically my savings, my entire childhood savings. But I ended up not being able to use it. Because I went to America, like, you know, halfway through my childhood, and I ended up like not using the Philippine pesos, right? And so flash forward into adult life, I'm like, dude, okay, we just need to close my account now, because like, well, we're not really gonna go back to the Philippines. I'm a US citizen now, so it's like, all right, we'll just close that account, get the money. And what I ended up doing with my money is I ended up giving it to my nephew, or to my brother's, yeah, son, basically, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not really using my Philippine peso, so it's like, and I don't like, it's kind of hassle to bring it back to America just to convert it. So it's like, all right, you know what, just give it to my nephew. It was stacked up, man. Hell yeah. Because I was saving a lot when I was a kid. And I think, oh, did it have, oh, you know what, I think I had trust account too. I might have, wait, I'm trying to remember, because I think I had the trust account for my college, and I can't remember what we did. Oh, you know what, we might have given it a, I forgot where we used it. I know I just didn't use it myself. I know I was not the recipient of my trust account, because that trust account was my parents saving money for my college tuition. Like, imagine putting a money, right, for college, and, you know, waiting until 18 years, 16 years later to pick it up. Imagine how much it would have grown. And that was really back then. Oh man, it was basically for my college, and I don't recall me getting it. Wait a minute. Your dad only wants you to pass, doesn't care about my grade, just don't fail. I mean, I guess yeah, I think my parents were like that too. It's like, yeah, just pass, just don't fail. I guess he knew the grade in school barely matters later on. Yeah, it is true, to be fair, right? But I don't think that was the reasoning for mine. I think my parents just wanted me to be successful. But I don't. Yeah, I think for me it was just like, I think we were kind of raised to be a little bit of competent, at least, or, you know, I guess I'll have to thank my parents for disciplining us, I guess, because remember the time limit I have for, you know, playing games, right? The thing is, we were forced to study, finish our homework first before even bothering to play games, right? We can't play games until we actually finish our work. And so I guess that kind of, to a degree, made me a little bit more responsible to myself. So it's like, when I got to the US, that I managed to start playing unlimitedly. And so you could only imagine, like, you know, a kid who was deprived of gaming time, and I got to US, and the thing is, my mom became like super busy, right? And so no one is there to guard, you know, our game time. So yeah, Yeah, when I got to US, it was during high school, so that's why I ended up playing a lot more during high school. Yeah, so I did play a lot more during high school, and I gotta say, um, oh, I think I was still actually, I guess responsible, because I know the way I game is like, okay, I gotta finish my homework first before playing games, and so I was still like a responsible kid, I would say. Finishing my homework at least, I guess that's like the bare minimum, and then playing games after. But that's also when I got a lot more into MMOs also. Back then I was playing like Maple Story. Yeah, Maple Story was like my I remember, yeah, I did play Maple Story for like a year or 2 years, and then I think I jumped to Mabinogi, and that's why if you actually check my YouTube channel, it had the Mabinogi stuff. Those were my first videos actually, so it was during Mabinogi when I started kind of like creating content, but I never really had like, I didn't like talking, so like my content were just all silent, so it was just a mild content creating, just like gameplay, and that's always how I've always been. I like gameplays, and I upload gameplays as well, and that's why I'm also more leaning towards Twitch now, because I can just play gameplay and don't worry about like video editing and things like that. I only study final exams like one day before, never studied like the quizzes, etc. I was like a straight A student in high school. Not okay, maybe like an occasional 1 or 2, I guess, like B's, but for the most part it was basically A. When I was in high school. In college, I was still mostly A, I think. There's some B's in here and there. But I was, I guess, like that nerdy guy that just studied a lot. I always do your homework at school. Oh, 1 to 2 hours because of traffic. Oh my goodness. Dude, that brings me so much nostalgia on my high school days, because I remember in my high school days, so on the morning I get commute with, or my aunt like drives me to school, but when I was in but then going back home I had to walk like 3 miles. It was like a 45-minute walk basically going back home, and man, oh man, those are some good freaking times. I missed that. I low-key missed that. I do think though that, well, we ended up like moving out, and I ended up away from my aunt's house, so we ended up not being able to continue get that free ride, but I ended up being able to be 1 hour away from school, or no, so 20 minutes away from school, so it was not a bad trade back then. When you're a kid, 6 hour, when you're an adult, unlimited time. Yep. I missed walking 45 minutes. Oh, you know why? You know why I miss walking 45 minutes? Is because 45 minutes of walking in America is completely different from 45 minutes of walking in Philippines. I don't know, but that just gave me so much nostalgia. Just like the idea behind it, of me walking to school, and oh my god. And the thing is, I guess I could appreciate because of how America is. It's like it's a lot cleaner, and I just remember I guess the weather is so nice. And yeah, damn, dude. Working in third world country sucks. Yeah, dude, I can tell, man. I've experienced it. There's mud everywhere on rainy days. Oh my god, I remember that. Oh boy. Yeah. The thing is, flood in Philippines is so crazy that the flood completely covers the entire house, and sometimes you even wonder how the hell is that house still fine. But yeah, the flood covers the entire house, and you see some people like going to their rooftop until and waiting for the flood to go down. That was the situation I was in. But well, okay, not my house specifically, because my house was a little bit smartly it was a little bit smartly built. My house was a little bit elevated, so so other people are like, you know, getting full flood on their house. My house is only the first floor. We got the second, I think only half of the first floor. My house floods, free swimming pool. I don't think you really want to be swimming on that. My house was next to a creek, and if I tell you what are those things in the creek, it's people throwing their dog poop in there, and people and like rats and cockroaches. And the rats are not even, the rats are as big as a cat, and sometimes the cats are the one that runs away from the rats. Yeah, no. No, thank you. I hated it, but oh my, what the hell, dude? Yeah, no. You don't want that. You don't want that, dude. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just glad I'm not yeah, it was it's a different quality of life, man. It's almost rainy season again. Oh no, that I dread that. And you know what's worse? In Philippines, back then, rainy season was about June to July. I think June, July, August. And when does school start? June. School used to start on June, and summer was April, May. It was bad. Oh my god. And so it's always like rainy, like at the beginning of school year. I think, if I recall correctly from what I heard from my cousins, though, they did change it to be more I think so that summer is on June, starts on June instead. So the summer is basically rainy day for Philippines. That's what I heard. So they did adjust the school year. University starts on October. Boba. I love boba. But yeah, holy crap, dude! I'm telling you, I as much as I have some pride slash proud being a Filipino, I also am glad that I don't like live there anymore, because I don't even know how I would deal with it now. I obviously I'm used to it now because I'm used to America living now, and that's why I can say that. And I'm pretty sure that if I never experienced America, I would be just used fine with it. But I'm just glad I don't experience those struggles anymore. This is my last semester. Honestly, I was super lazy on my last semester, man. You know, on my last semester, that's actually when I got to that's when I got into League of Legends. I actually the thing is, I wasn't really into League of Legends. I think in my last semester it was around when League of Legends Season 3, I think. And I am just glad that I never yeah. Good thing I didn't have anything serious on that. Let's just go with that.